What if I told you that Carl Jung discovered something about human nature that could save you years of wasted energy and heartbreak? Let me share something profound with you. Helping others, it's wired into our very being. But here's what most people don't understand, and what Carl Jung spent decades studying: not everyone who asks for help actually wants to be helped. Carl Jung said that we all wear masks, what he called personas, and some people's masks are designed specifically to extract energy from others. Today, I'm going to reveal the 8 psychological types that Jung's work warns us about. Stick with me because by the end of this, you'll never be fooled again. Type 1, the perpetual victim. According to Carl Jung, some individuals become trapped in what he called the victim archetype. These are people who've made suffering their identity. But here's the twist: Jung discovered, they don't actually want to escape their suffering. You know these people. They're always in crisis, always drowning in drama that's supposedly never their fault. Jung would say they're stuck in their shadow, the dark parts of themselves they refuse to acknowledge. They feed on sympathy like vampires feed on blood. When you try to help them, you're not healing, you're enabling. Carl Jung discovered that true healing requires the individual to confront their shadow, but the perpetual victim refuses this journey. They'd rather pull you into their psychological quicksand. And trust me, once you're in, getting out is harder than you think. Type 2, the chronic complainer. Jung said that some people become addicted to their own negativity. It becomes their comfort zone, their psychological home base. What Jung found most disturbing about this type will shock you. These individuals don't want solutions, they want an audience for their misery. According to Carl Jung's research on the human psyche, chronic complainers are stuck in what he called psychological stagnation. They've made complaining their life's work. You could move mountains for them, and they'd complain about the view. Jung discovered that this isn't just negativity, it's a defense mechanism against growth, against change, against taking responsibility for their lives. Type 3, the entitled one. Carl Jung said that entitlement is a psychological disorder masquerading as confidence. These people don't ask for help, they demand it as if the universe owes them a debt. But here's what Jung discovered that changed everything about how we understand entitlement. According to Carl Jung, entitled individuals never developed what he called psychological reciprocity, the basic human understanding that relationships require give and take. They're stuck in an infantile state, believing the world revolves around their needs. When you help them, there's no gratitude, no appreciation, no growth. Jung would say they're operating from their inferior function, the least developed part of their personality, which prevents them from recognizing others as equals. Type 4, the habitual liar. Carl Jung made a discovery about liars that will change how you see deception forever. Jung said that habitual liars don't just lie to others, they lie to themselves so consistently that they lose touch with reality. They create what Jung called false personas, built entirely on fabrication. According to Carl Jung's observations, these individuals become so entangled in their web of lies that they can't distinguish truth from fiction anymore. When you try to help based on their stories, you're not helping a real person, you're helping a fictional character they've created. Jung discovered that this type of psychological dysfunction is nearly impossible to heal because the person has to first acknowledge reality, something they've trained themselves never to do. Type 5, the opportunist. Carl Jung said that opportunists suffer from what he called psychological parasitism. They've learned to survive by attaching themselves to others' energy and resources. What Jung found about their method of operation will make your skin crawl. According to Carl Jung, opportunists are master manipulators who study their targets like scientists study specimens. They know exactly what buttons to push, what dreams to appeal to, what vulnerabilities to exploit. Jung discovered that they don't see other people as humans, they see them as resources to be harvested. They'll paint grand pictures of mutual success while secretly planning their exit strategy. And the scariest part? They're often the people closest to you. Type 6, the drama seeker. Jung said that some individuals become addicted to chaos because it's the only time they feel truly alive. He called this neurotic excitement dependency. But here's what Carl Jung discovered about drama seekers that nobody talks about. According to Carl Jung's research, drama seekers aren't victims of chaos, they're the architects of it. They unconsciously create crisis after crisis because psychological turbulence has become their drug of choice. Carl Jung said that helping a drama seeker is like trying to calm a storm that the person is intentionally creating. You can't bring peace to someone who's addicted to war, especially when that war is with themselves. Type 7, the taker. Carl Jung made an observation about takers that will forever change how you view one-sided relationships. Jung discovered that takers aren't just selfish, they're psychologically incomplete. According to Carl Jung, they never developed what he called the reciprocity function, the basic human ability to give and receive in balance. Carl Jung said that takers operate from a place of psychological poverty, always hungry, always empty, always needing more. But here's the cruel irony Jung uncovered: the more you give them, the emptier they become. They're like psychological black holes, consuming everything around them while giving nothing back. Jung would say they're trapped in their shadow self, taking without conscience, using without gratitude. Type 8, the manipulator. Here's Carl Jung's most chilling discovery about human nature, and it involves the manipulator. According to Carl Jung, manipulators don't just want your help, they want your psychological surrender. Jung said they're operating from what he called the power complex, an unconscious drive to dominate and control others. Carl Jung discovered that manipulators are psychological predators who feed on others' guilt, empathy, and kindness. They don't see kindness as a gift, they see it as weakness to exploit. Jung said that helping a manipulator is like feeding a psychological parasite. The more you give, the stronger they become, and the weaker you become. They drain not just your resources, but your very sense of self. But here's the most important thing Carl Jung discovered, and it could save your life. According to Carl Jung, discernment isn't cruelty, it's wisdom. Jung said that we must develop what he called psychological boundaries to protect our energy and maintain our sanity. Carl Jung discovered that the people worth helping share certain characteristics: they take responsibility, they reciprocate, they grow from your investment, and they respect your boundaries. Remember this: Carl Jung said that every person you help either adds to your life force or drains it. Choose wisely, because your psychological survival depends on it. The greatest gift you can give the world isn't unlimited help to everyone, it's your highest self, protected and preserved for those who truly deserve it. Thank you so much for staying with me through this exploration. If you found value in today's discussion, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with someone who might benefit from it.